students, welcome to Vidya Manad. Today I have come up with exercise 1.4 for class 7 integers, which is the last exercise. Let us quickly do it. Question number 1. Evaluate each of the following. Where you have number of parts, let us see. We need to just divide and take care of the minus sign like we did in the previous exercise. Now here you have a part 30 divided by 10. So you know it is 3, but the sign will come of minus. There is one negative in the case of division. Again the rule is your answer will be in negative. If there are two negatives, either they will get cancelled and your answer will come in positive. Okay. So let's see B part 50 divided by 5, we know 10, but it will come as minus 10. 36 divided by 9, both are negative, negative, negative cancel, so answer is only 4. Minus 49 divided by 49, 1, but answer will be minus 1. 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1, which is 13 divided by minus 1. When you divide it, there is one negative, you will get as minus 13 as an answer. So 0 divided by minus 12 will be 0, and then minus 31 divided by minus 30 plus minus 1. Solve the bracket, you will get minus 31 divided by minus 31. Both are negative, also get cancelled over here. Minus 36 divided by 12. Solve the bracket, it will be minus 3 divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, but sign will be of minus. Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. Solve the bracket. Second bracket, minus 2 plus 1 is again minus 1. So minus 1 divided, it will be only 1. Question number 2. You need to verify whether A divided by B plus C is not equal to A divided by B plus A divided by C. You are given the value of ABC. We will put it into the left hand side and right hand side and then prove it. So in the case of left hand side, when I solve it, I get 12 divided by, in bracket, minus 4 plus 2, which is 12 divided by minus 2. My answer comes to minus 6. In the right hand side, I have 12 divided by minus 4 plus 12 divided by 2. So 12 divided by minus 4 will be minus 3 and 12 divided by 2 will be 6. Minus 3 plus 6 is 3. So which proves that my left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Same way the B part we will do. We will put the values of minus 10, 1 and 1 in ABC. So in the first case, left hand side, it is minus 10 divided by 1 plus 1, which gives you minus 10 divided by 2. Your answer comes to minus 5. In the right hand side, it will be minus 10 divided by 1. When you solve it, you get minus 10. Again minus 10 divided by 1. You solve it, you get minus 10. What is minus 10 plus minus 10? So it will be minus 10 because plus minus is minus and we need to add it. So we will get minus 20 as an answer, which means your left hand side is not equal to right hand side and hence verified. Question number 3. Now here we need to again fill in the blanks with the see how division will result into the right hand side. It is similar to what we have done in the previous exercise where we used multiplication. Here also we need to take care of the minus sign. So 369 divided by what? You get 369. Definitely it will be 1, positive, so positive 1. Minus 75 divided by what number? You get minus 1. You need to have minus, that means you will be divided by only 75, because when you divide it with the same number, then only you will get 1 as your answer. Minus 206 divided by dash is equal to 1. Now you need a positive 1. So positive 1 means I need to divide this by minus 206 only. Minus 87 divided by what? You get 87. You need positive 87. So that means I will divide with minus 1. Dash divided by minus 87. You need now minus. So that means 1 is already positive. It should be there minus 87. Next, dash divided by 48 is equal to minus 1. You need minus, so that means number should have minus. It will be minus 48. 20 divided by dash is equal to minus 2. Again, their answer as negative. So I will use negative because there is no negative with 20. So it will be minus 10. Same way the last one, dash divided by 4 is equal to minus 3. So that means you need negative 4 is already positive. I will write minus 12. Question number 4. Write 5 pair of integers a comma b such that a divided by b is equal to minus 3. One such pair is 6 divided comma minus 2, because 6 divided by minus 2 is minus 3. So here I have written some of the examples. You may look over it. You can choose any example, any ways where you have written it in a comma form, and then when you divide, your answer should come as minus 3. Question number 5. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0 if it decreases at a rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight. At what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? Below 0 means it should be minus 8. What would be the temperature at midnight? So there are two parts in this. We need to find out the time when it will be minus 8 degrees Celsius, and we need to find out the temperature, what will be the temperature during the midnight. So let's begin with the question. In the noon, 12 noon, that means it's afternoon times, that time you have the temperature 10 degrees above 0. So I will write it by plus 10. And it is saying that every hour it is decreasing by 2 degrees Celsius. So it is decreasing. So I will write it minus 2. What is the difference in the temperature between minus 10 and minus 8? We want till minus 8 it should reach. So actual temperature noon time is 10. We need to reach till minus 8. So my temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. I should reach there. So how many hours is required to reach to that? 18 divided by 2, which is equal to 9 hours. Therefore, the time will be 9 p.m. when the temperature will be minus 8 degrees Celsius. Now they are asking us what will be the temperature during the midnight. So what is the difference of the temperature? 12 hours. Okay, and every temperature, every hour, it is reducing by 2 degrees Celsius. So how much degrees it should reduce? Minus 24. How much it was already there? 10 degrees. So 10 degrees minus 24, at night the temperature will be minus 14 degrees Celsius. Question number 6. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 are given for every incorrect answer, and no marks for not attempting any question. Now they have given a case. Number 1, Radhika scored 20 marks. So total marks she has already scored 20. In this, if she has got 12 correct answers, okay, so that means 12 correct answers are there. I need to multiply by 3 because 3 marks are given for the correct answers and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. How many questions has she attempted incorrectly? So let us find it by calculations. Number 1, total marks obtained by Radhika is 20 and for correct answer she got 36. How many marks obtained by Radhika for incorrect answer? That means 20 is the total marks. 20 minus 36, which is equal to minus 16. So she got minus 16 for incorrect answers. Now what is the incorrect answers? Total incorrect answers were how many? Minus 16. When I divide by marks of incorrect, how many marks were there to be given for incorrect? Minus 2. So minus 16 divided by minus 2, which gives us 8. So Radhika has done 8 incorrect answers in order to score marks as 20. Second part, Mohini scores minus 5 marks in his test. So total marks what she scores is only minus 5 and she got only 7 answers correct. So how many questions were wrong? Let us see. Total marks obtained by Mohini is minus 5. She did only 7 correct answers. So 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. Marks obtained for incorrect answers will be how much? Total marks minus 5. Correct answers we will minus, so minus 26. So now how many will be the incorrect answers? Will be total incorrect answers, that is minus 26, which will be divided by marks for each incorrect answer, that is minus 2, that is 13. So Mohini wrote 13 incorrect answers. So that is why she got only minus 5 as a marks, total marks. Question number 7. An elevator descends into a ninth shaft at the rate of 6 meter per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350? What is the present position? He is 10 meters above the ground level. Okay. Now distance moved by the elevator below the ground level, how far he has gone below? 350. So what is the total distance? 10 meter up and 350 meters down. So total is 360 meters. And how much time they are taking? 6 meters per minute. Total are 360 meters. So I will divide it by 360 divided by 6 to calculate the time taken. It comes to 60 minutes. But I can easily, I know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So I can write it. The required time taken will be 1 hour in order to reach to minus 350 meters or 350 meters below the ground level. So children, we finished all the questions of exercise 1.4. I hope you must have understood the concepts. Please do lots of practice. If you have any doubt in the chapter, we have covered all the exercises 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4. You may go through that. If in case you face any doubt, you can refer me on the comment box or you can always email me also. The email address is provided below. Thank you so much children for watching the video till the end. See you soon.